it's this old ass nigga. This nigga is wild. That's why he look like Al Queen.
JDay, always looking loud. And my name's Crazy Ass Jen.
Yeah. Come on, let's get jiggy with it.
I didn't say I chose you. You're good. And I really appreciate the bond that we had, but
What?
I need someone just a little more experience. A little more.
Hey, you little bitch. That nigga up.
I'm only a paraplegic, but you can't do anything.
Speaking of asses, those guys, I like to work out.
Oh, if only we'd met 20 years ago, Michael, maybe I wouldn't be in this mess.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
I know, but could you come by the studio now? I got something I'd like to show you.
Yeah, of course. I'll be right over.
Hey, buddy.
Yo, real quick, grab you some merch. Merch on sale, merch on sale, merch on sale. Canarios.tv, Canarios.tv,
Wow,
Canarios.tv. Go
that's
there, grab you some
crazy.
merch. Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy.
Turns out maybe I'm cut out for the movie business after all. My friend, you're a sentimental thug with zero artistic training and nothing interesting to say. I would say you're overqualified. Anyway, shut up and take a look at...
It's been 48. Shows how much you know.
What are you talking about? It's literally been 36 hours and 30 minutes exactly.
Feels good, doesn't
Nigga,
it?
it's been 2 days.
Feels like I'm finally done.
Sure, whatever she says, God.
Done so.
That seems a little soon to need couples therapy.
Welcome to show.
I see you two have one promise ring.
Nothing but make believe, but we'll
This.
feel quite
Yeah.
real again.
I wish I could finish the promise.
All right, Mike, come on.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wait a minute, so are you telling me that you are... So let me ask you this, and this is simply just a test about how you feel about the car, okay? Candace, would you slap him for $1,000?
No, I don't.
From Life Invader. Bro, I know you'll find this
Not even
hard to
about
believe, but it's kind of difficult for someone with a middling GPA and bad references to get a job in this climate. Help me!
Hey, if there's something, I'll call you. That's all I can say.
Just know.
Good luck out there.
I just want to gauge where you are in the spectrum.
This fall, wear what makes you feel like you, a fake street. With Rent the Runway's never-ending fun, you can immerse yourself in every trend, explore the depths of yourself, and experience self-love.
Oh, the popcorn popper. That's funny.
Starting at $95 a month at renttherunway.com. To live is to journey. That's why Bridgestone is relentlessly seeking ways to improve it. Never settling for the easy answer. So your journey can be smarter, safer, better. Today and for years to come. Because getting people down the road matters. But getting generations down there, that's what really matters. Bridgestone, solutions for your journey.
Police were investigating after a 29-year-old man was killed and 2 others were injured in a drive-by shooting. At 11:01 p.m. on Friday, the 22nd of September, authorities responded to 34 West Lane Street in Hartford, Connecticut after receiving shot-spotter alerts of shots fired in the area. When officers arrived, they found 3 gunshot victims. One of them was unresponsive in the vehicle. Police identified the unresponsive man as 29-year-old Denzel Bell. The next transported Denzel to a local hospital, where he was pronounced dead. A woman in the 40s and a man in his 30s were also found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to a local hospital with injuries that weren't life-threatening. Authorities believe they were struck by bullets fired from a passing vehicle, but that they were not the intended targets. No arrests have been made to date, as the investigation into the matter continues. On Friday, the 22nd of September 2023, 43-year-old Angela Brown was sentenced to 3 decades in prison in connection to the death of a 15-month-old daughter, Savannah Rose Brown, who overdosed on fentanyl in 2021. At around 3 p.m. on the 14th of October 2021, Savannah stopped reading on the floor next to a bed while watching cartoons. Forensics were called to the home in the 8300 block of Newfield Drive in Fort Wayne, Indiana, where they found the child unresponsive. She was transported to hospital where she was pronounced dead an hour later. Angela denied administering any drugs to Savannah other than over-the-counter pain medication or antibiotics prescribed by doctors. She said she gave her daughter amoxicillin for hand, foot and mouth disease and Tylenol for congestion and fever. She said she'd been able to quit a job and stay home full-time with Savannah after her father gave her $200,000. She said that she put Savannah down for a nap at the foot of the bed at around 11 a.m. that morning and they both fell asleep. She said that when she woke up at around 1:30 p.m, Savannah was still sleeping and breathing and she put the blanket over her before she went back to bed. At 3 p.m, she woke up and noticed her daughter wasn't moving or breathing and was cold to touch.
Try not to take it too badly, Mr. Richards.
Were you ever a human being? Look, people used to like films, now they like what? Videoing themselves, beating off on their iFruit phones. Don't blame me. I'm a very spiritual person. I feel badly about this. But evolution is evolution. Gentlemen, Molly.
Still have my fucking trash, dude. I'm gonna beat your fucking ass.
Can't we do something civilized? Let me finish.
Smack you with the trash bag next time.
I'm afraid our
Toxicology report also indicated that they had consumed methamphetamines and fentanyl. The disco was made with people with babysit Savannah in the past. He said the toddler was sometimes appeared to be sedated after he and Angela's affair. He said that Savannah's energy would improve dramatically after a few hours of their care.
Damn, that's the
This
shit.
said that when Savannah was born, she spent the first few
I
weeks
should
of
have
her life
changed
in
that shit a long time
a
ago.
mental care unit because she was born with drug dependency. Drug Stewart's report tested positive for oxycodone. Angela left the hospital in Savannah weeks after her birth, against medical advice to stay longer. Savannah was fed baby formula and not breastfed while in hospital, and Angela told police she continued to give her daughter baby formula after she brought her home. On the 19th of August 2021, 2 months prior to Savannah's death, Angela invited her friend 30-year-old Austin Winston to her home. He was found dead in the garage the next day following a fentanyl overdose. When police interviewed Angela, they said they found old text messages from the man asking to buy pills from her. They said Angela messaged back after saying drugs, and he went over to her home. Angela denied selling any drugs to him. Officers said they found messages between her and several other people about buying and selling drugs. In June of 2022, Savannah's death was ruled a homicide and Angela was arrested the following month. In August of 2023, Angela pleaded guilty to 1 count of neglect of a dependent resulting in death. On Friday, the 22nd of September 2023, Angela was sentenced to 30 years behind bars.
I just want to get the film back before she does anything
The 39-year-old Ocala, Florida man is behind bars on multiple charges after soliciting a 14-year-old girl for sex. On Friday, the 22nd of September, police arrested Jerry Aguilar after the victim's mother looked through her daughter's phone and discovered that he had sent inappropriate text messages to her and contacted the police. Police discovered that Jerry had been texting the victim for several weeks, with evidence suggesting he was grooming the child to be comfortable with him. With the cooperation of the victim and the mother, and the police detective further corroboration that Jerry was unaware he was communicating with the detective posing as the victim. This led during this exchange, Jerry made multiple sexual references, sent sexual explicit content, and solicited the victim to engage in sexual conduct, leading to his arrest. Authorities said that Jerry is a horse trainer and coach with children under his supervision. They concerned there may be more victims and have urged any potential victims to come forward. Jerry is charged with 3 counts of soliciting a child for sexual conduct via text messages and 10 counts of sending explicit material to a child. He's held in Marion County Jail without bond. The investigation into the matter continues. Police are investigating after a 22-year-old man was fatally shot in a drive-by shooting. At 3:40 a.m. on Sunday the 24th of September, police responded to Dudley Drive and Southern Avenue in Shreveport, Louisiana, on reports of shots fired. When officers arrived at the scene, they found a man in a critical condition suffering from gunshot wounds. He was transported to a local hospital but died from his injuries at 4:08 a.m. The victim was identified through fingerprint analysis as Leviticus Washington. Police said that Leviticus was standing at the intersection when a dark-coloured vehicle drove by and someone inside started shooting. No arrests have been made to date, and the motive of the attack is unclear, and this investigation into the matter continues.
This is the season.
Where?
Reimagining black.
Oh shit! I don't see where she went. Let's see. Skip that. Should we try that? What the fuck is this?
Well, today we learned that 2 of Donald Trump's Georgia co-defendants will be going to trial 5 weeks from now, and the rest will go to trial at an unknown later date. With important legal action like that happening in courtrooms virtually every day now, in the multiple criminal cases against Donald Trump and his accused co-conspirators, the most important evidentiary developments in the cases against Donald Trump continue to occur outside of the courtroom when Donald Trump made the mistake of testifying in his own defense to friendly interviewers.
That shit was crazy.
Tonight, the most important legal development of the day, which is Donald Trump's latest statements in an interview, which can and will be used against him. No other criminal defendant in any of the Donald Trump cases is making any public comments about the evidence the way Donald Trump so recklessly did again today. We here at Last Word are eager and have always been eager to present Donald Trump's defense against the charges he is facing. Wherever that defense is presented, whether it be in pleadings in court or in a Trump interview today for the first time,
a Trump. Donald Trump seems to have been coached enough by his criminal defense lawyers to actually say, quote, I'm not going to answer that question. That should be Donald Trump's answer to every question about any of the criminal prosecutions he is facing. Donald Trump is by far the most reckless criminal defendant among his 21 criminal co-defendants in 2 different cases. Today, Donald Trump gave some answers in an interview about Special Prosecutor Jack Smith's case against Donald Trump in federal court in Florida on espionage and obstruction of justice. We want to closely analyze each of these important defense statements made by Donald Trump today, and so we are joined now by our panel of legal experts who will listen carefully to what Donald Trump has to say in his own defense. Journalist Alexander Weissman from FBI, General Counsel and former chief of the criminal division in the Eastern District of New York. Bradley Moss is with us. He's a national security attorney, and Neil Katyal, former acting U.S. Solicitor General. All right, let's listen to Donald Trump's answer to the question. Do you believe that every CIA document that came to you as president was automatically yours, no matter what?
I don't think there's any dispute that I'm covered under the Presidential Records Act.
Well, you're covered, but it's not clear that it allowed you to take all those documents. You can't say
it says what it says. You're allowed.
And do you believe that every CIA document that came to you as president was automatically yours to keep no matter what?
I'm not going to answer that question.
It's Aspen Dental's anniversary savings event. 20% off custom dentures. Book today.
Dr. Weissman, finally, we know that I'm not going to answer that question.
So, I appreciate obviously why Mr. Joking and why serious. I'm not joking. You are the lead us to analyze this interview.
Clean ass jump turn. This shit.
The weekly update of the feature that said that you should Lucy and this is Donald Trump is still guilty. The third side is that this case is not about Bill Fox. He is really does not take on this panel to point that out. The real issue is Judge Cannon. And she is just really slow rolling this case. She finally issued protective orders that could have been issued within a week. She has still not held a complex hearing with respect to 2 of the defense lawyers. So anything that was taken thank goodness Judge Chuck wisdom to put her case before the DC case before Florida, so that she's not sort of held hostage to what Judge
God damn it!
That's really the serious side. It's just a question of how that case goes.
Donald Trump's testimony today, not under oath, to his own defense.
I'm allowed to have these documents. I'm allowed to take these documents. I should have them classified. And frankly, when I have them, they become unclassified. People think you have to go through a ritual. You don't. At least in my opinion, you don't. But it's even beyond that. Because the Presidential Records Act allows you to be, as president, only as president.
Anywhere documented from the president, from the former president, or anyone else regarding these records and how they remain in documents containing national defense information. When you hear these interviews with him, I feel like these interviewers almost have to issue him Miranda warnings now before he does these interviews, because he just keeps manifesting. But when you hear these comments from him, it's kind of like probably what Andrew was saying. it's not going to be about the facts in this case. There's not going to be a lot of dispute if this gets the trial on the facts of what occurred. This is pretrial motions and appeals or bust for Donald Trump. He has to be able to put forward this cockamamie legal theory he's got about what the Presidential Records Act lets him do. And he's going to take that all the way to the Supreme Court. That's his key to winning. If he loses those arguments, if this gets to trial, there'll be motions eliminated to exclude these ridiculous arguments, and he loses and gets convicted. I don't care if he's in 4 years in Florida, he'll still get convicted.
Did you hear any words that are usable in court as a defense?
No. I mean, basically, Trump's defense that you just heard is a defense to the crimes of which he's charged. I mean, that breach is a defense to COVID. But, I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, all I can say is I wish Trump's legal team the sincerest of luck in trying to find a provision in the Presidential Records Act that says Trump can do whatever he wants with classified documents when he leaves office. And then while that team's at it, I'd love to see the provision that permits a former president to order his employees to move boxes and delete footage in order to obstruct investigators, which after all is what he is charged with. And let's all not forget that one of Trump's own employees has flipped on him once that employee got an independent lawyer as opposed to one that Trump was paying for, and is now cooperating with the prosecution and explaining all of this to them, and all this to the prosecution and to the investigators. So to me, the greatest irony in Trump's defense of the Presidential Record Act is that it was literally created to prevent the president from doing what he wants with documents. And Trump's defense is literally a contradiction in terms of its well-being.
Yeah, he keeps trying to around those words, Presidential Records Act. I guess for his audience somewhere who thinks that that's somehow says what he says it says. And we all remember, of course, the special question was asked as an audio recording, which has been made public of Donald Trump talking about a classified document that appears, based on what he says, about it to be a U.S. military attack plan against Iran. On that audio recording, you can hear what sounds like the movement of the paper in Donald Trump's hands as he speaks, like that. And here's what Donald Trump said about that today.
Well, I also told Brett Baer that it wasn't a classified document. I'm not going to talk to you about that because that's already been, I think, very substantiated, and there's no problem with it.
It hasn't been substantiated. Jack Smith says...
Let me just tell you.
You told Brett Baer...
Let me tell you. Here we go again. I'm covered by the Presidential Records Act. I'm allowed to do what I want to do. I'm allowed to have documents. The Presidential Records Act is civil, not criminal.
Why didn't you tell us about yours?
Otherwise, what are you waiting around in your time? I'm not going to talk to you about that.
One thing you are getting is a world view, in addition to obviously the spin that he's engaging in, and the idea that, no press is bad press. You just really understand that he sees himself as an autocrat. This is what we thought a revolution is, to not have somebody like that who in this country. And that is very much his worldview. It is, if I say it, it's the law. This is, I am the state. And that's why this election, it's really not about politics. This is going to be an election about the country's commitment to democracy. And that, you should tell him that. And this is nothing you have to read between the lines. It's very open that is what he is saying, that he believes, that he is truly and above the law. And that's what he wants the country to vote on.
Hey, girl.
Well, now that we're going to turn to one of the most important aspects of what did Donald Trump know, and that is, what does a subpoena mean? Donald Trump was asked in this interview why he did not comply with a federal subpoena to hand over all of the government documents, including classified documents, in his possession.
Even if I think they're accusing me of a fake crime, if I get a subpoena, I have to comply. I used to practice law for 10 years. You gotta comply. You gotta go over the documents and then fight.
I have been complied with everything. I have given more documents, and they came in, they raided Mar-a-Lago, probably illegally, okay? And we'll find that out. They took documents that they weren't even allowed to do. But they took documents, they took everything. I have, and I would have given it to them.
Your lawyer signed a certification saying they turned over everything that was responsive. Then when the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago, they found documents that were responsive that had not been produced.
I don't know what, all I know is I'm allowed to have those documents.
But once you get a subpoena, you have to turn it over.
I know this. I don't even know that because I have the right to have those documents. So I don't really know that.
We'll cut you out. You can form your own question out of that one. When you get the subpoena, you have to hand over the documents. Donald Trump's answer is, I don't even know that.
So you want me to make sense of that word salad, Lawrence? I'll try. Okay, so it's just wrong on the facts and wrong on the law. On the facts, the reason why the FBI raided the former president's home for the first time is not because they just felt like they did something, it's because they had already tried to get these documents for a year and a half from him, and he kept on refusing, and finally sent his lawyers out to say he had turned everything over. When lo and behold, when they raid, they find over 100 very sensitive documents that weren't turned over. So factually, he's just wrong. And legally, he's wrong as well. So even if you buy this cockamamie view of the Presidential Records Act, which would require you to believe yes means no or something like that, let's just say even that's right. Megyn Kelly is actually right on this. You still have an obligation to comply with the federal subpoena. And if you have a view of the Presidential Records Act and you want to litigate that, that's fine. You litigate that in court, but you don't get to just thumb your nose at a subpoena. And you certainly aren't allowed to go and order your employees to move boxes, delete footage, hide evidence, to obstruct the investigators in that very investigation about these documents. That's illegal every day of the week under any interpretation of law. And that's why I know everyone's saying, well, Trump is reckless in giving this interview and the like. I have a different view. I actually think that this is not an unwise strategy for him because he doesn't have a legal defense. He doesn't have a factual defense. The only defense he has is to try and poison the jury pool with his cockamamie nonsense and hope that he can draw a jury who's going to say this, or as Andrew says, hope that he can just stretch this out through innuendo and so on until after the presidential election and hope that the prosecution is turned away. These are legal defenses or factual defenses. They're extrajudicial defenses.
Brother Russ, we have carefully considered every single word of Donald Trump's defense that he has ever said publicly about the charges in this case or in any of the other cases. Have you heard, I'm just going to say, I have not heard one word of legal defense, actual legal defense from Donald Trump about this documents case. Have I missed something?
No, here's the grand total of viable words. 0, none. Neil's absolutely right. This isn't about a legal defense at this point. It's not about a factual defense. It's strictly political. And he's got to be very careful. We're going to see what Judge Chester says about this. But he's very careful about some of these statements he's making in his disclosure to jury pool. In his comments on his social about the judge, he's begging to get himself in trouble. We know the Justice Department already lost some kind of motion before Judge Chester. We don't know what the status of it is. That is all under seal right now. But all this is skin. He's trying to drag it out and put himself in a situation where he's already nominated by the time that trial comes around and even if he's convicted, they'll look at the Republican Party and say, "You're stuck with me. Let's go through with this."
What happened? I don't know. This rich asshole is pissed off because I didn't shit can the movie.
Today, Scott McAfee's Georgia court, the Trump defense lawyers learned that they will not be getting away with the kind of wise guy stuff that some of them practice inside and outside of the courtroom. In a hearing concerning, among other things, defendant Henry Chesebro's lawyers' right to question grand jurors who returned the indictment against his client. He called assistant district attorney JDay72 a liar, whereupon the judge told him in no uncertain terms
The fuck?
to shut
Damn.
up. Miss Young's trying to say my client's in prison, and we have the right to know if it was done properly. And she keeps saying there's no case law. As your Honor said, there is case law. Instead of creating these wonderful PowerPoints that they're so fond of, read our briefs. The Carmen case says we can talk to grand jurors. So the fact is, she got up here and lied to the court. Your Honor, she lied to the court, and I apologize, and she defamed my verdict. I said it's over. All right. Earlier today, Judge McAfee ruled against motions by Kenneth Chesebro and Sidney Powell that they each be given individual speedy trials. Judge McAfee said they will get their speedy trials beginning with jury selection on October 23rd, but denied their request for individual trials and ordered them to stand trial together. The judge's order said additional divisions of these 17 other defendants may well be required. That is a decision for another day, once the many anticipated pretrial motions have been resolved and a realistic trial date approaches. 10 minutes after Judge McAfee ended his hearing today, defendant Mark Meadows withdrew his motion for an emergency pause in the Georgia case against him so that he could pursue an appeal to his attempt to move his trial to federal court. Now that the Georgia case against Mark Meadows has been slowed down by being severed from the two defendants who requested a speedy trial, it is clear that Mark Meadows' appeal will be heard before the criminal case against him goes to trial.
No one's gonna kill you. Daddy's got guns. Let's do this!
Some major new polling.
Okay. Polling. I mean, they're 10 points apart, the two polls that are out. So
News from NBC News shows that President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump are deadlocked in a hypothetical 2024 election matchup. According to the latest survey, both Biden and Trump earned 46% of support in a potential rematch of the 2020 contest. 74% of registered voters say they have major concerns about the current president's age and mental fitness. For Trump, who is just 3 years older than Biden, that number is 27 points lower at 47%. 62% of voters say they have concerns about Trump's legal problems, but 60% say they have concerns about Biden's awareness or involvement in his son's business dealings, which is the subject of an impeachment inquiry in the Republican-led House. Then the other new poll, this one from ABC News and the Washington Post, has Trump leading Biden by 9 points in a 2024 election matchup. In this survey, the former president leads the current one, 51% to 42% among all adults. The Washington Post noted that this poll is likely an outlier compared to ones taken by other groups, but it is consistent with an ABC News Washington Post poll of the same question from earlier this year. In this latest poll, 74% say Biden is too old for a second term, versus 50% who say Trump is too old for a second term, and Biden also faces negative ratings on other key issues as well. Just 37% approve of his overall job performance, compared to 56% who disapprove. Biden's approval is even lower at 30% for his handling of the economy, and at 20% for his handling of the situation at the southern border. Let's bring in White House reporter for the Washington Post, Tyler Pager, and NBC News presidential historian.
Those things ain't issues.
Having your way.
To those who feast on drinks, the same way they feast on competition. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, Alka-Seltzer, amazing, fast, heartburn relief. Number 16, Albert Lee Gardner. 29-year-old Albert Lee Gardner, freed from a Florida state prison in 2023 after living after years to lose and Sydney. He had a tattoo that's fun, nicknamed the Joker, faced 5.5 years of probation. He last used a day in the free world before he was back in the restart stage, after noticing that Gardner's ankle monitoring bracelet had been in the same place in a 7-Eleven store in Florida, a probation officer asked deputies to scope out the scene. They found Gardner's ankle bracelet in the store's trash can. Thankfully, law enforcement didn't have to look very hard to find the fleeing felon. Shortly after discovering the detached ankle monitor, deputies responded to a call about an overdose at a local residence. They arrived to find Gardner unconscious from what his sister described as a body and revived him using Gardner. After being medically cleared, he was booked into custody without bond for violating probation and tampering with an electronic monitoring device. Number 15. Joseph Spiller. 32-year-old Lisa story that her friend's daughter, Robert Cornell, was brutally murdered in a condominium in Cape Coral, Florida in 1990. Spiller was Dan Cornell, who spent the night with her boyfriend, and returned to a hotel in both the killer and leave the case was exposed, and it remained unsolved even after the advances of knowledge the suspect's DNA profile. He wasn't matched to anyone in the criminal database, and it began to seem like the killer would never be brought to justice. Finally, in 2016, a man who was required to get a DNA sample in an unrelated battery case turned up to match the profile of Lisa's story and Robert Cornell's killer. Joseph Spiller he claimed that his DNA on scene because he had been intimate with Robert's mother, Dan Cornell, The accused double murderer maintained his innocence throughout the case, filing at least 12 motions. He wanted the DNA evidence he would wait for trial and go straight to sentencing. The defendant challenged the previous findings, arguing that he was innocent and that a blonde hair found at the scene couldn't possibly belong to him. Sheila also sent 3 letters to Jack Cornell, threatening to seek revenge against Hillary and trying to interfere with the investigation into the case. But there was ultimately nothing he could do to stop the case from going to trial, and he was found guilty of both murders and sentenced to death. During his sentencing hearing, the convicted killer flashed an unusually wide smile, using the word killer written on what looked like a set of dentures. According to Zila's attorney, his teeth were actually styrofoam, which he dropped in jail. A short while later, Zila motioned for his attorney, Kevin Shirley, to come talk to him while he stood in the courtroom surrounded by bailiffs. When Shirley came over, Zila motioned for him to lower his head, as if he had to discuss a private matter. But he tried to elbow Shirley in the face instead, was instantly taken down by the bailiffs. Shirley told the Mirror that he and Zila had a good working relationship up until that point. He had spoken with the cold-blooded killer in close proximity before and had never been attacked. It's unclear what Zila was trying to accomplish with his disturbingly decorated teeth or by throwing his elbow in the lawyer's face. According to Shirley, he had expected the death penalty, so it didn't make sense to think he was angry over his sentence. But courtroom footage of the incident sent chills down the spines of many who agreed that Zila had no problem pulling off the look of a sociopathic and remorseless killer who truly does not feel bad about taking human lives. Number 14, Savannah is one. One South Carolina man, baby mama drama escalated from a verbal tip attack to full-on physical violence in early 2019. His child's mother allegedly assaulted his girlfriend, 22-year-old Savannah Grace White, was accused of driving to the victim's house and stabbing her. The woman managed to wrestle the son's boyfriend White and then Savannah eventually took her life. 911 staff received a call about a man who drove her to the area. I'm going to kill you, Savannah
Fucking way is out of here. Not that way. Oh, you should have just followed the arrows, huh?
Did you find him? The person delivered groceries to our house.
I'm working.
Are we safe? You better be safe.
He's not gonna try that again. I'm on top of this, Amanda. Trust me.
Really? You're sure?
I'm positive. Look, I love you. I'm gonna take care of this.
Jeez, I'm flippity flippity. Good shit. I thought it was a back door here. Maybe not. Where the fence at? This one. It's that. Oh shit. It ain't none of them. That's a back door, bruh.
Oi, good to see you. Hey, evil saints in my brain. I lost a cabinet about a week, I think.
Oh, shit.
Status as a career criminal. At the request of Japanese officials, Thai authorities have
Yo, what are you doing
your
there?
eye to admit
Sorry, I'm
the
late.
murder of
Oh, we were just talking about you.
Oh, don't worry, in another few hours you'll never talk about me again.
You're the one who likes to talk. Watch your back.
You too.
It's all so safe. Fuck you, excuse me. Enough! Thank you. Okay, this is it. Well, we have
I
two
killed
options
Trevor this
to
time.
out there, but then again, what do you expect? Okay, option one, we hijack their armored cars. We take the crews hostage, and then we infiltrate the repository. Once you're in there, we've got the score. We send in a team of modded cars. Load up, get out. We need to infiltrate the transportation grid and manipulate it to aid our escape. But option two, we cause a distraction up front. Make them think we're dumb.
Well, we never had a problem with those people with that attitude.
The other guys will be drilling, taking what they can. You're going to be the distraction. Oh, attention seeker. You know, for Americans always stepping on young brands to get ahead.
To recap, these are our options. We try to make them give us the gold, or we drill a big old hole in the side of the bank and take it out. If you're drilling a big old hole, you'll need a big old drill, a tunnel bore machine. I'll locate it, but you have to steal it and store it near the bank. They're excavating a new part of the metro network around there, so that's where you'll go in. We'll need choppers for the getaway, too. Trevor has one we can use, the other needs to be bought. The guys on the ground will want getaway cars, so get something fast and tough, and then modify it as much as you can to increase your chances of getting away from the cops. It's got to be stored in the parking garage near the UD. It's going to be a lot of it, so think about that for getting something. That's it. We'll need a train to land the gold on and take it to the warehouse. You'll have to steal it. Again, I'll send you the details. Now, if you're interested in the more subtle approach, hijacking the armored cars and so on, you've got to get some police stingers. Only cops are licensed to have them, so that's a headache of its own. What else? Right, you'll need to get a hold of and mod some getaway cars. The normal suspensions can give out a couple of tons of gold.
Whoa, and a couple of...
Okay, last thing. You remember that underpass we saw from the helicopter? Well, that's where I'll set up the smoke and mirrors to get the cops off the scent.
I've heard that.
Michael, subtle or obvious? What's it going to be? Oh, you want to give me the medal? Okay, well, it's going to take a big crew, and two gunmen, two drivers, and a hacker. First gunman comes into the bank with you. It helps you move the gold into the reinforced hot rods.
They're at the jewelry store ending, and we ain't got that.
And driver number one takes the wheel in the fourth getaway car, is going to be at the bank with you and help loading. They're a key part of this. Driver number two helps you hijack the armored cars and will be in charge of replacing the
because she was afraid that Tuesday would retaliate against her.
Okay. This one's new blood. I've seen him drive, but I haven't seen him under pressure. Now, the hacker, we'll only get one shot at this thing. It's a shot we want to take. Okay, so we need those stingers and the modified getaway cars.
I knew you'd like that. Sounds kind of fruity, if you ask me.
Nobody asked you. Look, this is our only home. Patrol traffic in this town, you patrol the streets. I think it will work, as long as you get moved now. Come on, I'll take you to the equipment.
With 4 of the stuck on the killing 38-year-old
Fucking asshole.
of the United on the other side of the shootout were 3 members of a gang called the Irish Mob. Police arrested 33-year-old Nicholas Nick Freeman, 24-year-old Curtis Garnett Rouse, and 29-yerold Brian Guns, clearly unlawful charges.
pleaded not guilty.
You'll be talking about? I might become immune to boobies.
The Irish mob were at war with one another. The Irish mob was reportedly under a standing order from its leaders to smash
Grace?
Daddy, are you okay?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Cause some guys came to our house with automatic weapons, maybe?
I'm dealing with that, honey. You don't need to worry.
Money doesn't matter when you're dead, Daddy.
One alleged informant was shot in the chest in front of his home, and a failed attempt was made to shoot another witness in the head. The FBI was paying attention to the gang's activities, resulting in a slew of federal charges against the 34-year-old kingpin, Richard welfare. He was accused of directing the distribution of drugs on the outside while in prison and of numerous other offenses. Coker managed to avoid a charge for witness intimidation and is serving an 18-year sentence for theft. These are just some of the many shots being advertised. Investigation into the gang's activity.
Right, we can see that little Santos International. Today there are multiple casualties and millions of dollars of damage. Terrified travelers fled for their lives as a high-speed chase across the runway involving police and unknown assailants left a trail of destruction in its path. Still sympathetic. I don't care who died. My blood's clean now. And a stunning upset by 3 of our closest cousins.
He had large subdermal horn-like implants. One day in 2011, Wayward left the Hells Angels party with a technology news. Shot clip featuring takes and observed photos. What's the bottom line is advertising potential next on your service. I'm driving my wife's private parts or generating money for iPhone. It's nice I can walk on so you see my glasses anytime. These offices. Police found evidence of knives and machete and other tools that were used to cut up the victims' bodies. Authorities charged all.
Yo, why do you keep calling me?
The defendants denied any involvement in the case. Because the evidence against Wayward was largely circumstantial, investigators gave them an opportunity to secure a favorable outcome of the case in exchange. He flat out refused to talk, despite not appealing for a 7-year sentence. During Wayward's trial, a former employer testified that the defendant was trying to get his own motorcycle in hopes of eventually becoming a Hells Angel until the murder occurred. It's fair to speculate that by participating in the gruesome homicide, Wayward was trying to improve his street cred, which is also what he was probably trying to do by refusing to cooperate with investigators. Wayward, to recall, all convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life. Number 9. Alcazar. In Washington, D.C.'s traffic stop on California in 2016, a police officer realized he was pulling over a known Amber Loud blood-drinking. 33-year-old Alcazar Famabon was on probation at the time. The officer didn't want to take any chances on handling the situation alone. He called for backup from the Chicago's violent crime impact team, who proceeded to Famabon's home, which was open for search and seizure. Inside the house, he was found a semi-automatic rifle and a central lock camera. He quickly sentenced Famabon, as well as practical photographs of the suspect holding various weapons. Drug paraphernalia, marijuana growing operation, consistent expert compliance. These listed Famabon on suspicion of multiple charges, including of felony 3 o'clock travel office up to the States. The would have had to use covering practically the entire face, including the word Israel on his forehead. It's hard not to think that he might struggle to fit in anywhere other than prison or on the streets. Number 8. Randy Peterson. Back in November 2001, police in Newport Richmond, Florida, responded to a 911 call about a knife at an apartment complex in Adams County. They arrived to find a body of a man dead inside the car. Police tried to alert him to death. The very best man on the scene investigators killed him down under the police. According to reports on police, law enforcement had met with to identify him. Randy Peterson was an interesting glass burglar. With an almost completely casual face, he certainly looked the part of a hopeless killer off the street. But without sufficient evidence to make an arrest, police had no choice but to let Peterson remain in the free world while the case went cold. In 2015, Peterson was sentenced to 42 months in federal prison. During his time there, detectives with the Newport Richmond police reopened the case centered around his murder. They re-interviewed witnesses who were able to offer some more context and detail about what they had experienced that day. And an entirely new witness who had seen the homicide firsthand came forward. The informant, Jason Azevedo, told investigators that he was initially afraid to reach out to them because Peterson forced him to be started. He said he was now willing to cooperate and had finally opened up to law enforcement because he remained plagued by his memories. Azevedo's story was not that like investigators. He said that Peterson's admitted to the murder after the fact. Finally armed with enough evidence to proceed with a criminal case, authorities charged Peterson with drugs. Prosecutors accused the defendant of becoming a friend of the victim and using money to buy drugs. After catching on that something wasn't right, Clark's friend refused to pay out any more money. Peterson reacted with deadly violence. Peterson pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder, but was convicted of the charge, sentenced to life in prison without parole. Number 7. Dylan Alexander Steele. In August 2013, 40-year-old grandfather of 2, Dylan Alexander Steele, who after securing a flagrant illegal daylight outside a convenience store in Amarillo,
We got some of those fight strips for the UD job, man. Good. Now, once we have all the modified gauntlets, we take this score.
Luckily, nobody was shot, but Steele continued to put up a fight as officers tased him and took him into custody. By then, the suspect already had one prior burglary conviction under his belt, stemming from an incident in Oklahoma from 2007, while in county lockup awaiting trial for property value. He's occupied in prison federal courthouses in Amarillo, Washington, Florida, Sky High. In the letter, which was addressed to the District Attorney Henry Robinson, he wrote that he planned to kill anyone in court. After receiving the letter, FBI agents paid Steele a visit to the Cotton County Jail. He told offenders that he previously planned on following through with his threats, but he wanted to alert Attorney Jackson
Your wife is so beside me. Say again? I can't even imagine. Gang signs, initiations, dropping homies, ready to bleed for the hood. Live fast, die young. What are you talking about? You don't know me. Oh no, I didn't mean any offense. It's just my life is so dull. I still haven't moved out of my parents' place. Anyway, I'll just be quiet. You probably think I'm such a loser.
Number 6. Jansen Simon. As of May 2017, 30-year-old Jansen Simon had been on the run from authorities for 4 years. County property had objected that way. He hadn't flagged down an off-duty police deputy for a ride one night in Graceland, Louisiana. Simon went to the groups who had told the deputy that his friends had ditched him on a motorcycle. In keeping with standard protocol, the deputy verified Simon's identity. Even if it wasn't required, he most likely wanted to because
I've read a lot of books on
Simon
CIA.
is a shady-looking character, thanks to his Facebook homemade tattoos. Simon was wanted for aggravated second-degree battery for allegedly hitting a man on the head and attempting drive-by. He also had 2 outstanding marriage kept in court. A sheriff spokesperson told local station Fox 8 that it was unclear whether Simon realized he was flagging down a lot. The suspect was unsolved. Louisiana prison records show that he's currently in custody, but the details of his convictions are not provided. Number 5. Jacob Joe Porter. Anyone who gets arrested often is bound to have a collection of mugshots showing how their appearance has changed over time. Some people's transformations are more dramatic than others. A series of moving photos of a man from Lubbock, Texas, named Jacob Joe Porter, show how he went from having very few tattoos to almost completely covered in them over a less than 4-year period beginning in mid-2013. In his earlier mugshots, Porter looked young, heavy-set, and almost innocent. Even though he was in his 20s at the time, his boyish appearance made him seem more like a wayward teen.
There we are.
But as they say, looks can be deceiving. Over the years, Porter's appearance has transformed to more accurately resemble his status as a repeat felon with multiple prison stints. His once chubby cheek and seemingly angelic face is now chiseled and covered in a large skeleton tattoo.
If the cops don't ask us, my legs are CC promise.
The notorious
These days,
Congo
I
class
call
prisoner
personal
and several
training
of his
clients.
designs, including one that says certified gangster, are known to be associated with him. In early 2016, Porter was accused of using US threatening her with a knife. According to police,
I can remove the
the
serious first
rushed
degree.
over, kicked her, and punched her repeatedly with a closed fist, including in the stomach. He then went to the kitchen, grabbed a butcher knife, and chased after his girlfriend. Ramirez reportedly told police that Porter had used profane methods before the assault. Porter was charged with aggravated assault on jail while awaiting trial. Just 2 months earlier, Ramirez had bailed Porter's out of jail when unrelated to this. The couple remained in contact following
I can really see rolling one of these in his anger like they do on TV.
trial that they were still together. She said that on the day of the attack, Porter lost his temper when a relative made a joke about Ramirez having an affair. Porter opted for a bench trial, which meant that his fate would be left up to the judge rather than the jury. The judge found Porter guilty of domestic violence and sentenced him to 12 years, which he would have to serve half of before having any chance at seeing freedom again. In his ruling, the judge concluded that Porter had used a deadly weapon and caused bodily injury. He also considered the defendant's past conviction for aggravated assault in determining the appropriate sentence. Number 4. Matthew Ezekiel Stager. After being released from a federal prison in Petersburg, Virginia in February 2017, a dangerous offender named Matthew Ezekiel Stager was supposed to fly to a transitional home in Texas, but the then-ahead life on the outside. When the 45-year-old never arrived as planned, tracking U.S. Marshals reports locals captured the fugitive quickly. Authorities appealed to public to get information on the Stager's whereabouts. It wouldn't be hard for someone to spot the bald fellow with what reflected his hairstyle into unknown blonde dreadlocks, with a collection of bizarre tattoos covering his face, including a large eye on his forehead, peace signs, palm trees, and flowers on various parts of his face and neck. Stager was truly a unique specimen. Described in court documents as an admitted witch from North Carolina, he was serving 5 years for failing to register as a gender and a previous assault conviction in 1999. Authorities apprehended Stager near a Washington, D.C. subway station 6 days after he went on the lam when 2 police officers recognized him. A lot of people were left wondering how the U.S. government loses an entire prisoner while transferring them from one point of custody to another. According to a Bureau of Prison spokesperson, some prisoners are allowed to self-report while moving between facilities. Only inmates who are deemed to be at minimal risk are allowed to travel by themselves. But as this incident shows, they still can't all be trusted. And who can blame them? The taste of freedom that comes along with traveling alone probably makes it hard for someone to go to a place with rules and restrictions, even when they're on their way to a halfway house rather than a prison. And while Stager was considered a minimal risk inmate, authorities admitted he had a history of drug abuse and mental illness, and his convictions themselves are enough to cause concern. So the next time you fly alone, just remember that the stranger next to you could actually be a prisoner en route to his or her next phase of incarceration. also pointed out that the victim was able to identify Wilson from a photo that shortly after Wilson's arrest was a taken from Fort Deacon's Hospital mental health evaluation, including a volatile file. While the outcome of the case is unclear, none of the 5 Christopher Wilsons who are currently in the Ohio State prison system have a tattoo on their forehead, so it's probably safe to assume that he paid his dues to society and regained his freedom at some point. Number 2, Paul Kelly. A Tulsa resident became the victim of a home break-in Monday in 2015 when a pair of intruders forced their way into his residence. The thieves demanded the victim's wallet at gunpoint and fled. The victim had an easy time describing one of the intruders to police. The man with devil horn tattoos on his forehead and the words F cops inked above his eyebrows. Identified as 26-year-old Paul Wayne Terry, the suspect also had a tattoo of kissing lips on his cheek and a Nazi SS symbol beneath his left eye. Based on the victim's description of the suspect's distinctive tattoos, police were able to track Terry down relatively quickly. He took him into custody on suspicion of felony chargement and dealing a dangerous weapon under the condition of a felony. This certainly wasn't Terry's first time battling in hot water. For his 6 months earlier, he was found guilty of assault and battery, malicious intent to robbery, interfering with conduct of suspension. Terry's alleged of his girlfriend, Sonia Morrow, was also arrested in connection with the case. She was charged with robbery with a dangerous weapon and posing to general violating the next steps in the case. And now for number 1. Our stories, stay tuned for some extra content that you might miss. Number 1, Tackle the Tattoo. In 2011, a woman in Pearl City, Oklahoma, accused 18-year-old unwanted advances on her because she had turned 26. They decided that Johnson needed to be taught a lesson. Richard Bellin, Zachary Potter, Kimberly Bishop, Lara, and Lorraine Hodges. The 2 male suspects, Garrett and Robert, fleeing Johnson to the ground and hidden in a case of evidence inside, while the 2 female suspects, Lara and Hodges, returned shopping in Cyprus and America. They got Prince Johnson's hands together, tattooed the misspelled word greatness on his forehead, along with an inappropriate phrase on his chest. The group fought to keep into a bar close nearby, where they later visited the internet punk rock festival, culminating in prostitution 2 hours later. The detectives reported that Johnson got busy as he rode to his feet. He failed to collect on the passing motive, but he managed to reach a nearby neighborhood where a resident called 911 for emergency responders rushed the young man to the hospital, where he received 18 stitches enclosed a large gash in his head and treatment for other injuries, including a fractured skull, a broken nose, and multiple wounds. A police spokesperson later said that Johnson was near death by the time he managed to seek help. Johnson denied violating the young woman who accused him of trying to put the police on her, and law enforcement said there was no evidence to suggest that the allegation was true. The young man, who struggles with a learning disability, later recounted feeling terrified, thinking he was going to die during the attack. After being released from the hospital, Johnson had the unsightly tattoo on his forehead left after the sign resembling a barcode. Eventually, he was dead. A clinic then returned back about his story and removed the unwanted things from the group. The 4 suspects were arrested for the brutal
Smack.
and ended up pleading guilty to kidnapping and
Wrapped up tree.
3 of the defendants pleaded guilty to assault and battery, while the 4th defendant pleaded no contest.
Damn.
Lara and Lorena Hodges were each sentenced to 5 years in prison following the 9-year stipulation after being accused of multiple charges involved in the attack.
What?
Zachary Robbins was sentenced to
It
10
ain't
years
stuck.
in prison.
Ah, they played me. I
16.
couldn't.
Spencer Ross Pearson.
Yeah, you can't stick that shit. That shit wasn't stuck. That's gay.
They were seated at an outdoor table when the group spotted Alison Jennings calling them. 18-year-old Spencer Ross Pearson sitting at the table nearby. Less than a week earlier, Alison and Adam had filed a police report against Alison for allegedly following her on her way to school and leaving notes on her car. It had broken
Oops.
Now, there's some that the family in the situation after noticing her ex-boyfriend and the restaurant Nancy and Jackie take a photo of the missing According to online investigators, the accused young man was of relentlessly stalking a woman he only dated for 3 months. An arrest warrant claims that Vigil began harassing the woman about 6 months after the pair broke up. The victim received threatening phone calls and text messages with countless phone numbers and was also contacted on social media. At one point, Vigil allegedly made good on his threats to send intimate photos of the woman to her friends and family. According to the warrant, the phone and internet harassment eventually escalated into real-life torment. In late 2021, the victim accused Vigil of running her car off the road and then running up to the vehicle and banging on the window. On another occasion, she told police that Vigil had knocked on her window at night. She pursued legal recourse in both Florida and North Carolina and was granted multiple protective orders against Vigil. But the harassment continued on a daily basis. At its worst, the woman received 300 emails in a single day. Vigil also allegedly sent text messages to the victim's sister, threatening to kill both women and the sister's child in gruesome ways. He was finally taken into custody in June of 2023 on suspicion of 12 claims, including 4 counts each of extortion and written threats to kill, 3 counts of cyber harassment, and 1 count of aggravated stalking. The alleged stalker remained behind bars on a $180,000 bond, while he awaits the next step in the case. 40. Zachariah Anderson. In May of 2020, police responded to a request for a welfare check at the initial disclosure of 40-year-old Mario Gutierrez Jr. They found his patio door open and blood all over the accused, but Gutierrez himself was close. It was clear that it met with foul play, but his family struggled to wrap their minds around the situation. Gutierrez was a genuine nice person who had no bad names. So big family themselves that he had the victim for prosecuting the pathetic person, but he still cried. Unfortunately, no one is immune from the times of a mentally disturbed person's uncontrollable anger. And Gutierrez began to a jealous ex-wife who said, "Sadie Pigeon, broken up with the father of her 2 kids, Zachariah Anderson, several months before Gutierrez disappeared." She was raised in the family, but Anderson wasn't about to let that happen. On the day Gutierrez was reported missing, police visited Anderson's property and discovered a burn bin containing torn clothes and a burnt bottle of bleach. Inside the suspect's kitchen, they found a piece of cloth that fit the bleach and blood that was later identified as belonging to Gutierrez. The investigators also uncovered evidence that Anderson had followed Gutierrez and gone to his apartment in the days leading up to his disappearance. At the time they believed Gutierrez was killed, Anderson's phone showed no activity, further suggesting that he was responsible for the victim's fate. The suspect was also seen buying cleaning supplies at Walmart on the night of the alleged murder. Anderson had recently withdrawn tens of thousands of dollars from the bank. On his computer, detectives found a folder specifically to
First of the year, you got us, Marty.
Thanks for letting me know.
It's fair. Was to try someone at the level without a body. This message may further this case is no longer on post in their case. So they went ahead and charged Artisan. At trial, they argued that because they were jealous of their supposed relationship. Artisan's defense attorneys accused the prosecution of intelligently adding on other possible explanations for Adriana's disappearance. Julie Williams, serving a Richard Phillips meltdown is now in quarters and two pastors divided. Someone sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 40 years, which means that he'll be in his early 80s at his first opportunity of seeing freedom again. 30. Wendy Wine. The Rent a Hitman website holds something of a legendary place in the internet world. It was created in 2005 by a man named Bob Inez, and even if someone hasn't heard of it, it doesn't exactly take genius to realize that it's a parody. Not only is the website not on the dark web, there are obvious hints all over the page that it's not real. But this hasn't stopped numerous people from submitting serious inquiries about having someone in their life killed. In one of the latest cases, a 52-year-old Michigan woman named Wendy Wine filled out a form that someone would murder her ex-husband. In one message, she wrote that she was surprised the sign wasn't on the dark web and expressed her concern about going to jail. But the temptation was biting, and one eventually went back onto the website and struck up another conversation with its supposed admin. He said, "Hey, this is Inez. Inez said when he was about money and struck up business called Jesus Grace Foods Deities for Jesus. It's selling liquidated garments that he's known kids at clubs for 24 hours and sitting back there well before going to all sports events. But when he checked with Wine for alibi, she said she was not wanting to follow through with the plan. At that point, Inez alerted her Michigan state police, so the press flowed access to Wine's apartment to discuss the reality check. Wine also got a $200 cash back. Plus, he spent $5,000 voting, and the other one was the news tax check from Michigan State. With sentenced to 7 years working. It's remarkable how unresponsible the state is playing on this side, and apparently the she said she was going to her phone when she committed the crimes, which was attributed to fighting over rent and violence. When she apologized to his family, as well as to her family and her ex-husband, and she vowed to return to the American rehab and mental health program related to her prison. Her ex-husband had promised to say his family.
Fuck.
By the time police arrived, the suspect was moved on to the scene and straight up a warrant was issued. Authorities charged guilty of murder, theft, sexual assault, and domestic violence for assault. No other information. Christy Belkins. People do shady things on the dark web. Britain's most seasoned users typically draw the line somewhere. In early 2019, the FBI received a tip from the administrator of a website advertising a hire about a woman in private eye with a seemingly serious request to have her ex-husband murdered. The website, Beta Mafia, was a scam. Its operator was happy to take people's money, but they never actually carried out any of the hits, assaults, or kidnappings that were advertised on the site. In their tip to the FBI, the admin identified 35-year-old Yvonne asking about internet prices for their services. The conversation between Belkins and the website operator began almost 3 years earlier, in February 2016. At first, Belkin's question along the lines of how to buy Bitcoin and how to ensure those locations are undetected by law enforcement. She also wanted to know if the Hitman website was serious about the services it offered. Afterwards, she was skeptical. She was initially worried that the person she was talking to was scam. The admin told Belkins to go ahead and find a Hitman. She agreed that she didn't trust hiring someone online who had the credentials of a state agent. Soon the video started playing the video of the real deal. After a few months of talking, Belkins turned to find murder of her ex-husband, who was looking for a life with someone. She felt like the admin knew the truth and had yet to find the best way to close the matter sooner or later. The admin strung Belkins along for as long as possible. They came up with a few excuses, but one of the first came back as and eventually told Belkins that they were actually unable to find the time when her ex-husband was alone. For this reason, a study firm was needed, and it would cost an additional $9,000. Belkins responded, saying it was at the end of her borrowing duties. As such, during the conversation, the admin asked her to explain why she wanted her ex-husband killed. She admitted that it was to get money for debt, but that it wasn't her primary motivation for seeking out a hitman. Belkins claimed that her ex abused her during their marriage and alienated her from her children when they separated. She further explained that the people in her life didn't have a lot of money and that she'd already borrowed as much as she could from them to cover her divorce costs. After being reassured that Belkins would receive her retirement, house, and a large life insurance payout, the admin said he would have the sniper carry out the hit and that she could pay them back later. This seemed to come as music to Belkins' ears, based on her prompt response urging for the hitman to get the job done that night. Of course, it didn't happen, and the admin kept Belkin on the hook for a few more weeks. When a certain amount of time went by without her ex-husband being killed, she appeared to get frustrated with the website. In one message, she wrote that if they wanted to continue the job's promise, they needed to stop wasting her time and give her a refund so she could take her business elsewhere. She eventually did make it. 3 years later, she was charged with 1 count of using interstate commerce facilities with the intention of murder for hire. Belkins pleaded guilty to the charge. She faced a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison, but it's unclear how much longer. 2.7. 10 on Martin. While most people were watching the Super Bowl in 2021, the California woman, her boyfriend, and her daughter were stranded between her ex-wife. Someone broke into the garage of their bizarre home that evening, with the headwater heater forgotten and stood amazed. The flames quickly spread to the country's cars and elsewhere throughout the house. The family escaped. Investigators initially attributed the cause of the fire to a hot water tank malfunction, but a closer look at the scene revealed that it was a deliberate arson. Surveillance footage from the neighborhood showed a man matching the description of the woman's ex-husband, 38-year-old Mark Martin, driving through the area on a BMX bike, which was his chosen mode of transportation. It wasn't entirely surprising to learn that Martin was a suspect. Prior to the arson, he allegedly embarked on a ruthless harassment campaign against his ex-girlfriend, which included voicemail saying that he hoped the woman would burn to death and die a slow death. The woman's new boyfriend had found a note on his car warning him to end the relationship. After the fire, Martin was accused of sending his ex-mate a Snapchat, stating that he was serious about his plans to start a fire and the amount of fear he hoped it caused her. According to witnesses, Martin bragged about committing the arson less than an hour after he set fire to the home. The most disturbing aspect of the crime is that he was the father of the 2 kids who were inside the house when the blaze broke out. A jury convicted Martin of 4 counts of attempted murder with premeditation and deliberation, 1 count of arson, and 1 count of first-degree residential burglary. He was sentenced to life in prison with the earliest possible parole date of 2051. 9. Kiara Van Lana. In early February 2023, a Green Bay, Wisconsin woman filed a police report containing wild allegations against her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, 33-year-old Kiara Van Lana. According to a criminal complaint obtained by news station WFRB Local 5, Van Lauren had shown up at the woman's home about a month earlier and either kicked or forced her way through the front door. The suspect allegedly threatened to injure the woman, threw a phone at the man, and kicked the woman's car so hard it left a dent in the door. In the complaint, the victim also accused Van Lauren of harassing her on Facebook and making anonymous complaints about her to her workplace in an apparent effort to sabotage her job. When she left that day, the woman said the suspect was there waiting for her. Van Lauren's ex-boyfriend reportedly told police that Van Lauren had hit him in the face with a phone and stabbed him in the knee with a pocket knife during the home intrusion. For reasons that have not been explained, Van Lauren and her ex shared a phone at the time of the incident, enabling the victims to easily access her internet search history, which they turned over screenshots of to police. According to the complaint, one of the searches was for the contact information of the woman's employer. When police gave Van Lauren a chance to tell her side of the story, she claimed that she was let into the victim's house. She admitted to throwing the phone at her ex.
A second cop is in the lockup, modified in red. All right, just one less thing to worry about.
Van Lauren denied having any memory of threatening anyone and acknowledged that her emotions influenced her. She was charged with 2 counts of felony stalking, which each carry a sentence of up to...
Don't be calling no murder case now, nigga.
Felony possession of weapons endangering safety, which carries a felony 12 years behind bars, and battery, criminal trespass, criminal theft, and breach of contract, which are all misdemeanors. Wait, let me not be right. At the hands of an unrelenting ex who was undeterred and would not even send a visit to stalking her. The criminal authorities declined to elaborate on the exact nature of the stalking harassment. It noted that it was constant and that Derek Loving Brown targeted his ex and her family. The woman repeatedly sought help from law enforcement, and in 2011, Brown was charged with stalking. He was convicted of the crime, re-removed and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Just days after his release in 2019, he once again began cooperating with the victim. He was convicted of stalking for the second time following a bench trial in 2023. At sentencing, Assistant District Attorney Erica Roberts-Davidson pleaded the judge to hand down her harsh punishment, pointing out the victim did everything in her power to seek protection. But no amount of protective orders and filming the place seemed to be enough to stop riots. Experts reportedly testified that unless the trial was a free man, the victim's life was in danger. The judge imposed a 35-year sentence, ensuring that he won't get out of prison anytime soon. Finally, after more than 10 years of suffering, his ex and her loved ones have gotten their lives back. They can now focus on healing and enjoy no longer having to live in constant fear. It's scary, but not necessarily surprising when a stalker is released from prison and goes right back to their criminal ways. After all, one of the defining aspects of their behavior is that they often don't stop, even after being arrested and punished. 7. Yang Lesser. There are different levels of revenge. When 47-year-old Yang Lesser of East Aurora, New York, found herself wanting payback on her ex-boyfriend in early 2019, she apparently decided that hiring someone to cripple him would be the most appropriate course of action to take. According to federal authorities, Lesser conspired with someone on the dark web to assault the victim, JDay72, who lived in Orlando, Florida at the time. Lesser told the hired help that she wanted her ex-boyfriend's legs and waist broken. She instructed the person to give BZ a good beating and to make her look like a robber, so authorities didn't suspect that it was done out of revenge. The bitter Western New Yorker made it clear that she wanted the victim to sustain lifelong injuries. Ideally, he would spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair, but apparently badly enough to require crutches and also some bumps. In addition to expressing her desire for someone to beat the daylights out of her ex to the point of leaving him permanently handicapped, Lesser warned that the victim primarily spoke Chinese, and that the only English word he understood was money. She paid the alleged hit person roughly $7,000 in Bitcoin, showing just how serious she was about making the beatdown happen. When federal agents asked GZ if said no, but that she was unstable and totally capable of doing something like this. In a lot of cases, a person seeking these types of services is unknowingly interacting with a project. This case was particularly concerning. The person who investigates was clever, identified, but her message inspired her. Leslie was convicted of transmitting a nasty or what commoners call information tailor-made to injure another person. She was spared a federal visit and sentenced to no more than supervised release. Since Courtney clearly made one thing, after going their separate ways in 2019, it initially seemed that Courtney Island Angela and Louis John parted on at least some decent terms. Then later in 2 years, she began seeing them angry, while Louis also focused on his life. Eventually, however, Louis became the target of a relentless revenge campaign by his ex-girlfriend. The court ruled that Courtney then converted 8 social media profiles and sent threatening messages to herself. Louis. She reported Louis made his 10 friends throughout 2022, and he was arrested 6 times based on false complaints. Louis was criminally charged with assault and stalking, and was hit with a stay away.
Stop.
Himself out of jail, he was required to wear an ankle monitor while his case played out. He lost his job, and all his life was freedom. In addition to blaming Louis for his social media messages, Courtney accused him of calling her box numbers, stalking her, and her likeness, filming her in public and sending her
There you
pictures.
go, all fixed.
And damaging the inside of her home. After the first time Louis was arrested, the young woman confessed that his behavior only worsened. Louis fought hard for his innocence, and investigators eventually summoned social media data. They connected him with 17 Instagram accounts with Courtney's IP address and email addresses. After enduring a true living hell and being left a shell of a man, Louis finally cleared his name, and prosecutors charged Courtney with perverting the course of justice. During her court proceedings, her defensive attorney blamed her difficult child for her cruel behavior. The judge was less than sold on the excuse, especially after considering the traumatic effects Courtney's actions had on Louis and his family. She pleaded guilty to the charge and was sentenced to 10 months behind bars. In Louis's opinion, it was an extremely light punishment considering their actions. Aside from illegal gender harassment, the media said it led to a surge of criminal crises. Louis felt powerless as he was repeatedly arrested and exposed to death from police and was subject to disciplinary measures he had to live with. He told the UK court he was plagued by anxiety, it was not a matter of well, he showed up to again. And after having 2 study rooms taken away by the Wales, he was bothered by others. Instead, he became negative as he struggled with sleeplessness and alcohol abuse. After all, Louis and his family one day hoping Courtney Island AIDS workers learned her lesson. There was in some devastation in one person's heart. By Scott Quinn Burkett. A few months after connecting with a man named Scott Quinn Burkett through an Adelaide page in 2020, a woman flew across Hercules to meet her prospective love. But she quickly discovered during the 3 days they spent together that they didn't have the chemistry she hoped for, at least not on her end. She later described his intimacy style as aggressive. The woman tried to end the relationship several times over the following months, but Burkett continued in contact and if she did this while not one social media platform or more, Burkett messaged her through another and another, so until she replied. The non-stop contact became so overwhelming that the woman's family reached out to Burkett's father and asked for help making it stop. At first, it seemed to work. Burkett messaged the victim saying that he was going to leave her alone, and the woman had her back with a collective sigh of relief. But they weren't alone. Just a day later, Burkett went on the dark web and tried to hire a hitman to kill his victim through a website called Internet Killers.
The third guy is there. Yeah, we're working on it, friend. Excellent. I'll let you know we have everything we need. We'll meet at the strip club.
Yes, and before the strike was over, it was including instructions to keep the woman quiet
It's the Genosphere with Michelle and Leslie. Genosphere with Michelle and On today's show, we've got some amazing